Okay, everybody, we are on the Cornell campus. I made good time, and also I should have factored in how close we were already to Ithaca. Not to mention the fact that I pretty much kept everything the way it is. I think we're going to skip Sapsucker Woods today. Let's verify that we sound. We do. Quiet, Ferris. So we are live. Okay, so welcome to the Cornell campus. It is 34 degrees, mostly cloudy skies, unfortunately. Ordinarily, I like the cloudy skies in so many areas, but I was hoping for clear skies this afternoon and into the evening. But not meant to be. At least not right now, by the way things look. So anyway, let's take a look around here on the Cornell campus in Ithaca, New York. See if we can find our friendly red-tailed hawks. And I think we're also likely to go towards the pheasant farm and see what's going on there. Various species have been reported there in recent days, and I wouldn't mind seeing some of those myself. Either at the farm or it's actually near the farm. Anyway, since arriving, I have not seen any, actually any birds at all now, think about it. Again, I had a little bit of difficulty starting things back up here, but I believe we're now up and running with and the broadcast looks like it has some funny date on it, which it's not my doing, it's just the way it is. And my decision to skip Sapsucker, at least I believe we're, at this point it looks like we're going to skip, wasn't made lightly. I just saw some kind of bird, probably a crow. My thinking is, without that much snow on the ground, and with the pond likely frozen over, it's my guess that the birds will be relatively scattered at Sapsucker Woods. And it doesn't mean we wouldn't see anything if we were to walk there, but it's my guess that we might see more interesting things elsewhere. As I've mentioned before, and I'm not saying this is a mild winter just yet. I mean, it's still early in winter. I see some pigeons, but in prior years, if there hasn't been that much snow on the ground, and there really isn't right now, winters aren't necessarily, or I should say Sapsucker Woods doesn't necessarily have a lot of readily seen activity. The birds are still there, but they're not, and they're less concentrated from what I can tell. My thinking was, okay, with limited time, maybe we'll spend more time on the campus looking around. Hopefully we'll see somebody. I haven't seen anybody yet, but It's nice that it's not that dark. If we were to go to Sapsucker, it would take a little while anyway, even if we have a relatively quick walk. By the time I would get there and kind of, reconfigure things so that I could walk there and then get back in the car, reconfigure for driving. It might be kind of late, and I didn't want to spend too much time there, maybe not see anything, and then come here and regret spending the time elsewhere. Now, you wouldn't necessarily refer to the campus itself as like a bird watching hotspot, but there are birds that we like to see here, specific birds, so that's why we're here. Say I've driven all over the place, but I've driven to some of the more likely areas. I haven't seen anybody yet. 34 degrees, mostly cloudy, but still bright. I think we're gonna probably soon start making our way towards the pheasant farm. I'd like to look around there, and who knows, we may not see much activity in terms of red-tailed hawks there, just because there isn't much snow on the ground. But in recent days, black vultures had been seen around there, near the compost area, and I'd like to see a black vulture if possible. I've gone there before to see them, and I just never get to see them. And I have never knowingly seen one. I mean, it's possible I've seen one in the air when it was flying along with maybe other, with turkey vultures, but kind of unlikely. And I certainly didn't know I was seeing any such thing. So, if at all possible, I'd like to see one. See what it looks like. Maybe, if we're lucky, maybe have a good look. I don't know. Starlings, just a few of them. So far it's been starlings, pigeons, and I believe I saw a crow in the distance. So we haven't seen much yet. So we're now heading towards the pheasant farm. Composting area. I don't know much about the composting area, to be honest with you, in terms of what gets composted there. I don't know. All I do know is that between the pheasant farm and the composting area, it can be an attractive area for birds. And given the fact that it's close to the campus, I was thinking about Myers Point. Maybe, I don't think we're going to end up doing it, but You never know. To our right are some Canada geese. Hi, geese. And a little bit to our left and up in the air, 2 crows. And welcome, everybody, to Game Farm Road. Pheasant Farm is bordered by Game Farm Road and Stevenson Road. There's a car to our right just parked there. I wonder... Okay, I see some red-tailed hawks. Let's stop here for just a moment and take a look at the hawks. Hey! We hear starlings. We're looking at 3 red-tailed hawks who are not as close to each other as you might believe, but they just look at from this angle. Look at how cute! Looks like by eye color, a couple juveniles and 1 adult. And there's another one up there. Oh, there are 4 there. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Hi, babies. Just saw some pigeons. And let me check on you to make sure we're all live. I hear a Canada goose. Now again, they're not as close to each other as you might believe. They're on the various fence posts. So one just took off and went to our right. I can't really focus on all of them. And this is a different one that just came in. So I can't focus on their faces and have them all sharp at once because they're actually not all equally distant from us. I can see 3 of the hawks in the woods that are straight ahead of the car, relative to the car. So, and one, including one that just took off from the area where we're looking. And okay, that one that just took off is now here, and we're hearing a pheasant. Is that in the air? Not sure. We won't stare at them all day, although we could. See a turkey vulture in the air. I believe it's a turkey vulture, but it might be a black vulture for all I know. Let's see if we can find it. Hold on. So the vocalizations we continue to hear are primarily starlings, although I haven't actually seen any yet. Again, they're not. Now I've seen some starlings. Okay, let's move on and let's see what else we can see here. Starlings coming in, and I'm not showing you them very well, sorry, and they just landed. But I mean, here, some of the hawks that we've seen already along the fence post are here. All right, let's keep going. Now, some of the hawks are leaving the woods now. You know, you might easily, you know, let me just say this. Looking at the hawks here is really very much different than looking at, let's say, two hawks within their territory on the campus, for instance. And you can almost say it's, you know, it's almost too easy. Look at all these hawks all over the place, you know, and all that. But the nice thing about coming here is you do get to see some interactions that you might not see otherwise. I have called in the past the hawk tree, where we've seen as many as, like, I think it was 21 or 22 hawks at one time. It doesn't have a single hawk in it right now. And the hawks keep going back and forth between fence posts and these trees that are to our right. Nothing out of the ordinary. We've seen that before. You know, we've been coming here for years, and we've seen that before. We've been here, though, in winter when, you know, there's little or no snow, and there's been almost no activity here, hawk-wise, whatsoever. I think that's Carl. Is that Carl? It was. That was Carl. And not many pheasants to our left, meaning like none, and I do see a hawk here and there. I'm not seeing any pheasants. Where are the pheasants? I mean, I heard some, and I actually saw one or two. Now I see on, I don't know what this road is named. 4 cars already, several cars. So I don't know what's going on here on this. I don't know if I don't know if these people are all bird watchers or if they're here for some other purpose or what the story is. I don't know. I see a turkey vulture in the air. So up ahead and to our right is the, I believe it's the compost area. There are also a number of solar panels there. To drive here. Maybe we can't make a habit of it, but this person walking here, he's got a camera, because I'll bet he's a bird watcher as well, if I guess. I've been here at least 2 or 3 times before. I see there's a person walking, but I've never seen anything here that's all that out of the ordinary. And I'm not seeing anything out of the ordinary at this moment. Now there's a person there taking photos, I think. No, she's got binoculars. I think I see a black vulture. Maybe. And I see a turkey vulture. But I might see a black vulture. And hopefully we won't get stuck in the mud, and hopefully I can give you a good look. Or at least a decent one. Oh, did it take off? Whatever I saw? Might have. Hold on. Let me find it again. I think it may be a black vulture. Let's see if we can find out. The guy with the camera is up ahead, and it looks like he's actually photographing something. Maybe. Nope, that's a turkey vulture. That is a turkey vulture. Okay, hold on a second. Let me look around a little bit more. Oh, okay. There's another vulture, I believe, right there. Maybe that's what I was looking at. Yeah, I think, is that? Hold on, let me do that again. I believe that's the tour's first black vulture. Bird I've never seen before, or at least not knowingly. They're considered, uncommon for here. They're, you know, you get a rare bird alert for them to this point. I believe they're smaller than turkey vultures. And, hey. Okay, it's still here. Hold on. Unfortunately, it may be in a tougher lighting area. There it is. Now it's backlit. So I'll lighten it up. Doesn't have the red face that a turkey vulture has, and the tail shape is more squared, I believe. Like, or no, maybe it's more diamond shape and smaller. I believe overall it's smaller. And you know, it might be worth trying to get a better look with the other scope. Now, okay, again, here is a black vulture, and right nearby is a turkey vulture. So I'm glad we're actually getting to see a black vulture. Again, for me, a first. And I'm thinking we might switch scopes. I'll have to dig it out and see if we can get a slightly better look or a slightly closer look. Now, we unfortunately have some trees in our branches in our way. Hold on, let me see how things are going here first. So, okay, we're going to switch scopes in a moment. Let me get it out and prepare the other one. And we'll see if we can get a slightly better look. Now, they've been reported here, at least 2 of them, I think, in recent days. So it's not like I'm just discovering this on my own. But still glad to see them. Or see one. And we'll try to get a slightly closer look in a moment. Just saw a crow. Ow. See if we can. All right, let me get my bearings if I can. I'm not even sure I'm looking at the right tree here. More difficult with, you know, when you get more magnification, it's great, but the thing is it's harder to find whatever you're looking for, and there it is. Okay. Hey! Oh, hold on. I think both vultures moved. One, hold on. No, there's a red-tailed hawk there now also. Hold on. Let's see if I can get my bearings. I think another vulture had come along and then maybe flew on, but I believe I need a marker. That would make it easier to find everybody. Okay, that looks like the turkey vulture. And I do see some Canada geese in the air, and who has just taken off and is coming this way, won't be able to stay with it. Okay, it's flying by, and now let's see if we can find again the turkey vulture. I apologize for all this, we're not showing you things well. Hold on a second, let me see if I can establish a marker for myself. Well, you know what? I don't know if it matters. I don't see the turkey vulture any longer. I'm sorry, the black vulture or the turkey vulture any longer. So they're both out of here. There's still the red-tailed hawk, but okay, let's switch cameras. We're gonna stay here for the moment. And just look around. Let me reorient the car. And get these wires out of my way. So that person that had the binoculars, she is now ahead and to our left. So I don't know where she's going or what she might be seeing, and maybe she was here for all I know, she was here for the vulture also. But I think we're going to turn around. I don't see anybody else here. So I think we'll turn around and head back in the direction from which we came. There are two hawks over there by the looks of things over in the trees. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. No, okay. So I'm glad we saw the black vulture. I'd like to see it better, if possible. As you know, I don't want to just simply, check a species off a list. That's not what I'm here for. I'm hoping to see it well, and I'm hoping to share it with you well. That is my goal. Every once in a while, if you happen to be new to the tour, every once in a while we see something that's new to us, or at least new to me. And I, enjoy such sightings very much, but just as much I enjoy maybe the particularly good view of a bird that maybe we've seen a million times. Or even, just a short while ago when we were seeing several hawks within one view. Just that angle and everything made for, I thought, a pretty photo. it's kind of quiet here. You're not seeing. I mean, we've been here before and seen, you know, when there's a lot of snow on the ground, we've seen a lot of pheasants out here, and you know, looking at them would be, you know, many red-tailed hawks. So it's kind of quiet. But you know, I would have to say, overall, we've probably seen more activity here later in the winter than we have this early in the winter. So to not see much today isn't necessarily surprising, given both the conditions, you know, without much snow on the ground, and also just the fact, you know, it seems like for whatever reason our luck is better in terms of seeing hawk activity. Our luck is better here in, let's say, late January and into February. I see 2 hawks and 1 turkey vulture, I believe it's a turkey vulture, in the air right now. Various hawks above us in the trees. I think we're gonna start making our way towards the campus again. Why not? It's 33 degrees. Apparently it's 3:47, and you know, it's not dark yet, but it won't be long. So let's resume our search for our beautiful hawks. I'm still glad that we came to the pheasant farm. It was nice to see both the black vulture, and just seeing those red-tailed hawks was nice. What I don't know is, you know, in the warmer months and everything, those hawks are not there. Where did they go? Where did they come from? Are they all just from like surrounding territories, or what? You know, that I don't know. A number of Canada geese are now overhead. They just, by the looks of things, they had just taken off. Anyway, if you're, you know, unfamiliar with the pheasant farm, and I have a feeling most people who are tuned in are regulars or have at least been with us before. But if you're new to the pheasant farm, it's just an area where in winter we see, you know, we see a lot of red-tailed hawk activity. We see a lot of things that are interesting. There in winter, you know, sure, we are like, hold on, oh, that's a gull up above us, I think. Let me look with binoculars. It is, I'm not sure what kind. Might seem very easy to see red-tailed hawks there in winter. Finding them here on the campus is a different story. Campus is, of course, essentially closed. You know, school's not in session. As usual. I mean, it's, you know, this time of year. No nobody on the vet school that I can see. Didn't get to see Big Red or Arthur last week. Granted, we arrived here late, but didn't see them, and I haven't seen them yet today. I'd like to see them. We're still with the other scope, by the way, the more powerful one, so I'll leave it here for now. We'll see if it's beneficial. If not, I'll switch quickly to the other, our usual scope. You know, depends on what we see, if we see anything at all. Don't see anybody. I still wonder, you know, of the people who are walking around here on the campus, you know, as I said last week, I just wonder, I see a starling, a couple of them, just wonder why are they here? Are they students of one sort, maybe working on projects over the break, the winter break? Probably switch scopes. But it's tempting maybe to try to go to Sapsucker Woods, but it is a little windy too. I just don't know if it would be productive. See some starlings, but nobody else. Wasn't this minivan here last week? No, I don't see anybody else up there. off, but if it stays put, we might get a good look at something. Oh, it took off. There's a house sparrow, but it took off. Oh, what's that? Hold on. Nothing. It's a leaf. Okay. Oh well. It would have been a nice picture of a house sparrow, believe it or not. But it took off. Too bad. Would have been nicely lit. Oh, Canada geese. Okay, Big Red and Arthur, let's see you. Come on. That's what we're here for. We want to see you. Actually, there are more. There may be more geese than I realized. I don't know if that one group broke up into two, or if it was two right along. Hold on one second. Okay, that wasn't. That wasn't a hawk. It was wishful thinking. As we drive by here, to our right is the Frank H.T. Rhodes Hall. I'm reminded of that night we were here back in July, and we saw Arthur on one of the window ledges. Watched him there, and then we eventually went to Live Slope, or the top of Live Slope, so we could watch the comet. Had a fun night that night, really. At least I thought it was fun. In hindsight, I would have used different equipment to look at the comet, but oh well. It was fun because, we were looking at it and there were other people there, and, eventually they helped us find it, and then we helped a number of other people see the comet as well, and also to see Jupiter and Saturn. And really, it was just a nice evening in terms of weather. I've actually seen a fair number of red-tailed hawks today. Shortly after I left home, that is, I was seeing various hawks, along the road and in the trees. And then it did, my sightings stopped for a while. Then I, saw a few more. And we've, as after I began the tour today, I've seen a few here and there. I haven't shown them all to you, but I've seen them. And of course we saw, a number of them at the pheasant farm. Just saw Carl again. I suspect that he's doing what I'm doing, and that is looking for hawks. I'm not seeing anybody. He's ahead of us, just took a right. And we're not going to go in that direction. Maybe it would be a good direction to go, but we're going to take a left. Hold on a second. I see somebody. It's some kind of a hawk or something. It may not be a red-tailed hawk. I'm not sure, but I just caught sight of somebody, and we're going to do our best to take a look. And we actually might be. Maybe I'm glad that we're on this particular scope. 1 second here. See if I can get it. Come on, don't do that. No, it's not. It's not a red-tailed hawk. It looks like a Cooper's. Looks like a young Cooper's hawk. Getting some distortion because of conditions, the heat in the car, etc. But so again, we're looking at a juvenile Cooper's hawk. Doesn't have the adult coloration, but we can't see it now. But it has a long tail that we don't see with a red-tailed hawk, and it's not as broad as a red-tailed hawk is. But there we can see that long tail. we won't stay and watch it too long, but we'll, you know, we don't see Coopers every day. Again, we're looking at a Cooper's hawk, a juvenile, and it's backlit, so I'm kind of lightening things up quite a bit. You know, I don't know where we would have to go up there to get a better view. We're going to move along right away. Maybe we will get a better look. Okay, let's move along. And I don't know if I want to. I think I want to back up and instead of continuing on. Although it might be a good idea to continue on. Come on, Toyota, move, move, move. See if we can maybe, although the from down here the Cooper's hawk was facing us. I'm not sure once we get back up there. I don't know if we'll enjoy the angle, but we're gonna go see if we can find it again, and I'm not sure if we will, but and it might take off by the time we get there anyway. But I want to see if we can have another look. Love to see Big Red and Arthur, but you know, as usual, we'll take what we can get. Coming up here, I'm not sure if I'll be able to find it. You know, I don't know what that pole was and where access can be obtained. Let's try turning in here, and I don't know if we'll be able to see it or not. If we've driven too far or not far enough. And hold on, I see it. I'm afraid to get much closer though, but I'd love to because of I don't want to frighten it. You know, it's got a meal that's important to it, and I don't want to frighten it. You know, let me see if I can back up just a little farther and get these trees out of our way. Well, this is going to have to do from here. Anyway, I see it. So, again, sticking with the more powerful scope. That ain't bad. That's not bad at all. So again, everybody, we are looking at a juvenile Cooper's hawk who was eating a meal, and we're on the Cornell campus in Ithaca, New York. This is the same one we were seeing on a pole, but from a different angle. The same one we were seeing just moments ago. I hear a woodpecker. I'm not sure if it's a hairy or a downy, but I hear it. Now we've got some a little bit of blurriness, and that's because of the twigs in our way, and I don't believe I could back up or move enough to get them out of our view, so I'm not going to even try. And again, we could drive forward, but I'm very concerned that we would frighten away the hawk, which is something I definitely don't want to do. I'd rather allow it to eat and enjoy its meal. Well, I don't know if it's enjoying it, but it needs it. You know, I'm sure it needs the nourishment. So again, I'm hearing a hairy or a down. I was hearing a hairy or a downy woodpecker, which I have not seen. It's almost done with the meal. Oh no, well, there's more there than I thought. Okay. Well, it's getting there. It's apparently done. How often you see birds of different species still exhibit similar behaviors. This one just finished a meal. It kind of cleaned its talons a bit. We see that so often with red-tailed hawks, for instance. But and the feeking, the cleaning off of the beak, we've seen that with I've seen it with hawks certainly, but even like smaller birds, songbirds. It could be that this hawk will stay there a bit, maybe as it digests, things a little bit, and it's just had a meal, and maybe it'll rest there. If that is the case, I'll back up and we'll not disturb it. Trying to get things silly. There we go. Oh, there's a car behind me. I've got to go. Well, we're going to go through, because this other car is going to go through. Anyway, I hope I don't disturb the hawk, but it's possible we will. Still there. Still there. And you know, we're going to continue here through, and the car is of course right behind me. And if I can, I'm going to turn around and maybe allow us to get a view from this angle. Oh, not from here. Of the hawk. We've got too many branches in the way now. Oh, now there's two people are going to be walking maybe right by. No problem. Sorry about that. They're walking underneath the pole. We'll see what happens, if anything. Well, they walked by, so no problem. And I don't know if I can... I need to switch scopes, I think. Let's see if we can do that and maybe get a nice look at this Cooper's. Come on, come on, come on. Here we go. There is one twig in our way, causing a little bit of what appears to be blurriness on the left side of the screen. Maybe if I moved forward a few inches, I could maybe get it out of the way, but I'm not going to. So again, we're looking at a Cooper's hawk, a juvenile Cooper's hawk, here on the Cornell campus. It's just had a meal. We were lucky enough to be able to watch a good part of that. I'm going to lighten it up so we can see that foot. The battery in this camera is almost dead. Oops. We won't stay here much longer, but still a nice thing to see. Again, a Cooper's hawk. We don't spend as much time looking at them as we do red-tailed hawks. I seem to have more opportunities to see juveniles than adults. For whatever reason. Anyway, this has been a pleasure to see, and we're going to move on. Hi, baby. Okay, let me just tend to a couple things here, including a battery change. Just in case we are fortunate enough to see somebody else. Glad we were able to see that, and I'm glad we didn't disturb it. That's wonderful. I don't know what it was. It that had, was a meal. I don't know what it had been, but I'm also glad it did have a meal. Whoa, hold on a second. Never mind. Thought I may have seen something, but I didn't. Okay, let's continue. You never know. Maybe we'll, if we're lucky, maybe we'll see Big Red or Arthur. You never know. And with all the time we've spent, going to the pheasant farm and now looking at that Cooper's hawk, for instance, maybe they've moved to an area where we'll find them. Treat to see the Coopers, though. I mean, we had a nice look at it. Did the other day. I was at home and I realized I had my 3 neighboring adult red-tailed hawks all within view, and I can't remember if at first 2 were together, and then I think they were, or at least they were in the same tree, and then 1 flew to the ground. And it was snow-covered ground. I don't know why it flew there, but it did. Maybe it thought it saw something there. I have no idea. I didn't see anything there. It was all white. Again, no. It's not like it was grass, and from where I was, I couldn't see some prey that the hawk could see. But so anyway, here's one of the challenges of winter bird watching from a window, and I knew it. I knew the problem, and I did what I did anyway. Kind of regretted it. I tried to record them, but having opened the window, and it was warm inside and cold outside, that made for a lot of heat shimmer, unfortunately. So I couldn't really focus sharply. Just couldn't do it. You might say, well, why do you do that? Well, because it's hard to focus sharply through glass, window glass. So it's basically you're fuzzy if you do, and you're fuzzy if you don't. If you know what I mean. And eventually that hawk that was on the ground did take off and was in flight, and I still actually have not looked at what I recorded, but I knew from just from filming, and I knew it would be fuzzy, and generally when you look at things on a larger screen, they don't get better, they get worse in terms of focus and things like that. Did I just see somebody? I might have. Go, go. Can't you tell I'm looking for hawks? I might have just seen somebody. I'm not sure. It may have been just part of that building. I see a hawk. Okay, this won't be easy. Oh, shoot. You know what? Let's do this. We're going to have branches in our way, I suspect, but we'll try from here. It won't be great, but we're going to try from here. It's a hawk, and I don't know who it is. Might not even be anybody we know. Looks like Arthur. Oh wait, maybe not. Yes, hey. Good to see you, young man. Lighten it up a bit. Not the best view we've ever had of him, but it's good to see him. Hi. Hold on a second. Adjust my screen here, make it easier for me to see. Good to see you, young man. Now, I wouldn't mind seeing Big Red also. Hello. Good to see him. Now, we could try to get closer and get those twigs out of the way, but I don't want to frighten him or have him move off. There's a chance we could get a clear view if we were to drive in there a little bit, but I don't think I want to do that. I just don't want to bother him. But good to see him. So we're going to continue the search. Bye, Arthur. Get out of here without damaging anything. He's a good boy. It was nice that he was facing us. If we try to get a view of him from other angles, or closer, we may have different angles that we may not be thrilled with. Nobody down here that I can see. It's starting to get dark. Did he take off? He did. He's not there any longer. I hope we didn't offend him. They're not looking at me? He's not there any longer on the top of that building. Where did I go to get this? So we're not going to be looking at him there. Glad we saw him. You know, has this been a better decision to come here than to go to Sapsucker? I don't know for certain. I see another hawk, but this one may be one we don't know. Let me take a look. I don't know who this is. This one is likely someone we don't know, but we'll take a look at it anyway. First this, before it takes off. And we'll try to take a look with the other camera in a moment. I believe we do not know who this hawk is. Look this way, would you? I may be wrong. I don't believe it's Big Red, for instance, although it looks a lot like Big Red, but I don't believe so. May be wrong. But I don't think so. All right, let's move along, and we have to continue looking. Oh, wait a second, hold on. Nope, never mind. Okay, we don't have much time left, so let's keep going here. Come on, wire, out of the way. See somebody up there. Maybe somebody we know, I'm not sure. We've got to, I think we need to turn around. Warning. This program contains driving you should not be doing yourself. This is your only warning. That hawk took off. I didn't see it as we just passed by. Now I saw another hawk up here. And it took off, but I think it just went to a different pole. It may be another hawk, we do not know. We are really bordering territory with, bordering on another set of hawks, I believe. We're gonna have a hard time seeing this one. It's getting dark and the lighting is not good. Let me look with binoculars first. I can't tell. And it's up here. Just it took off from another pole and landed up here. We're gonna keep going because the angle here is tough for us. Oh, is that something? What is that? Is that nothing? Is that something? No, I think it's nothing. Get a good look at that hawk we just saw. A better look. It's possible it's a hawk we know, but it may be one of the hawks I label as the 366 hawks because they, live along Route 366. Is there any view from here? No, I don't believe so. Nope. Nope. Let's turn around. I'd like to know who that hawk was if possible. Again, it may be one that we don't know that looks a lot like Big Red. A lot of these hawks look very similar. I mean, let's be honest. And sometimes even for those who have been watching Big Red for years, for instance, they can see a hawk that looks very much like her and not be certain that it's her. Gotta find that pole again where the hawk was, and I don't know. It may have moved on. Nope, it's there. Okay. And we'll try from here. Now, again, the angle is not great. Whoever this hawk is faced away from us. But let's see what we can do. You know what? It might be Big Red. Given where we are, I think it might be. There's a good chance. Looks like her. Looks a lot like her. Might not be her, but it looks a lot like her. Turn this way, would you? Could we at least look this way? I'm not sure if I could find a place to go, on the other side that would allow us the right angle. Oops. Now, where we are now, this is Maple. We've been seeing hawks here since the very first tour. The very first tour. Hey baby. I believe that this is Big Red. Judging by where we are and the appearance, I believe it's Big Red. So we're going to move along because I want to see if maybe we can find a better angle from which to view her. Assuming this is Big Red. Okay, let's move. Hawks, you know? Probably should have pulled over a little bit more, but... Okay, so let's see if there's a place down there from which, a location from which we can see that hawk, whoever it was, a little bit better, and maybe, hopefully, get a positive ID. Now, unfortunately, that hawk will be, by the time we get there, backlit, I believe. Come on. Come on, Subaru, let's go. There you go. Still see the hawk. And let me pull over and let this other vehicle pass us, another Subaru. And I don't know if we're going to, we may, you know what, just up here might be okay. Not great, but I don't believe I can go much farther and still have, oh, this might not be too bad. Well, we'll see. It depends on how the wires line up. And, this one tree. Let's take a look. Yep, not bad. I think it might be Big Red. Oops, sorry. Maybe not our best look ever at her, but an appreciated view all the same. Let's see if we can maybe see a band on her foot. No, we can't see her feet very well. I just checked on the chat room, and I see the comment that I'm kind of sitting and blocking Ecology Drive. I'm not kind of sitting and blocking it. I'm definitely blocking it. I'm blocking it 100%. There's almost no way anyone reasonably could get in. Maybe behind me. Maybe. I don't know. I'm going to try something. And that didn't help. So I'm lightening up quite a bit. I'm magnifying quite a bit. She's not close to us, but we can see her, and I'm glad that we're seeing her. It's good to see Big Red. We've seen Arthur already. So we've seen both of them. We've seen a Cooper's hawk here on the campus. I'm kind of happy. And skies aren't too cloudy. They're mostly, well, at least half cloudy. Okay, so let's, we're going to move on. No, not yet. You know what? Good to see Big Red. We didn't see her last week. Arthur may still be around. I wouldn't be surprised. But, you know, we lost sight of him.
by the way we're parked, it probably looks like we're a broken down car, and I'm having all kinds of problems here. I would not be surprised if she leaves that perch pretty soon. She does look like she's actively hunting. And when we saw Arthur, he looked like he was actively hunting too. He was certainly looking down, you know, very intently at the ground. Now let me say this. And I don't know for certain, but I believe, like, you know, this pole here is pretty much, I mean, in terms of left to right, the ones that are to the left of it, I have a feeling Big Red and Arthur generally don't go there. I believe other hawks go to those. So we're pretty much at the border of a territory, I believe. Again, I'm not positive. We're going to move along, I think. I mean, she's not really doing anything, although she's not, I can't believe she would roost there tonight. I don't know where she'll roost, but it's getting dark. Good to see you, Big Red. We're going to move along. She may, like I said, I think she might leave there soon, but I may be wrong.
Okay. Is there a reason why the window's still open? Okay. You know what? She took off. I don't see her. She did take off. I wonder if she went to the ground. I looked away. I wonder if she went to the ground, or maybe she just decided to move along. Or maybe like Arthur, she said, you know, they're not watching me, so why should I bother? I don't know where she went. I completely lost track of her. I looked away, and then as we were driving away, I looked back up, and unless I was looking at the wrong pole or something, which is certainly possible, she was no longer there. So I wonder if she did see something and she dove for it, or I don't know. just double check all those poles again and see if I can see if maybe I was wrong. I don't know if I can see them from here or not. I'm not sure. Good to see them. Now, are we done for the day? No. What do you mean? It's getting dark. Yes. There's a chance we'll have some celestial observations, but things depend on cloudiness, etc., and if I can remember where they will be. But my understanding is that unless I misread something, it should happen sooner rather than later. Can't remember where. Let me see if I can figure things out. 1 second. Hold on, I'm just trying to see if I can get my bearings here. So I have a feeling I'm way off. Okay, well, okay, at least I think I know where we're to look. Okay, hold on. That I do know. Oh, wait a second. Okay. I just saw the chat room. I don't know if I'm going to show the golden eyes from last week since we saw golden eyes today. I do have that video with me, but I mean, it wasn't like anything out of the ordinary compared to what we were seeing today, so it may not be worthwhile. It was. I'll say this: it wasn't like particularly special footage of the common golden eyes. I liked it, but I mean, it wasn't my best look ever at them, for instance. Now it's still a little light out. What I'm hoping to see, I'll tell you what's going on, is apparently this weekend, including today, is if we see it right, if we have a clear line of sight, and of course it's still light out, or in the sky, the sky's still light, we may, if we're lucky, get to see Mercury, Jupiter, and Saturn all together. Now, a couple weeks ago, on the 21st, that was Monday the 21st of December, I had hoped to, record the conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn. But of course, it was cloudy. And not just a little cloudy, it was very cloudy. So that didn't happen. And today, it's supposed to get cloudy overnight, but it's not quite cloudy yet, but it's still a little early, and I should have checked. I'm not sure where on the horizon, relative to the horizon, the three planets are. I'm not sure if I've ever knowingly seen Mercury before. I saw Venus this morning, or at least I believe I did, and I've seen, Saturn and Jupiter, as you know, with you even. I'm trying to look for a good place to view. Where we saw the comet might actually be good. The only thing is, standing out in the cold, which I am not necessarily thrilled to do right now. East right now, but I want to eventually give ourselves a view of the southwest. Apparently that's where we need to see things. Southwest night sky. And my understanding is I believe it'll be briefly in view above the horizon, although I'm not sure. Trying to find a good spot from which to look, if we can find one. I don't know if there is a good one here. A lot of things are in the way, whether they're trees or hills or buildings. If this is a good spot or not. Maybe not. It's a little early yet. You can just check things. They're apparently above the horizon now. I can't see them, but you know, I have an app that indicates that they're above the horizon. Will we be able to see them? That's another question. But it probably might be too light to see them right now, or it could be that I'm looking in the wrong place, or I have too many things blocking our view. I shouldn't be driving any closer to the building. Let's it'd be nice to know exactly where they are, but for some reason the app I have is all messed up in terms of its calibration. I don't see, by the way, I don't see any stars at this point. Any stars, any planets, anything. You know, I would have thought that might, given how bright Jupiter can be, I would have thought maybe I would be able to see Jupiter by now, but not just yet. In the meantime, while we're waiting, we'll do a little driving and just maybe and maybe a little thinking to see if there's a better spot from which to look. Got a murmuration above the vet school, as we often have with this late in the day. This won't do over here, no way. Okay, never mind here. Yes, they're building that new residential project, which will unfortunately block the view, but maybe there might be a line of sight. I don't know. I don't know how much time we have before they're expected to be visible. Come on, Light, let's go. I see Canada geese in the air. Here is a good idea or not. It's not better. Yeah, this is no good up here. I think we were probably better off on this campus. All these new buildings are just blocking the view. This is no good. Used to be good, not any longer. Depending on where things are, that actually there might be a couple narrow pathways through line of sight, but and we may not be able to see anything at all. I don't know. We could go to the roof of Bradfield, but I didn't bring my climbing equipment. Hold on. something in the air. I think I'm guessing I might be seeing them right now. Okay, quiet. I said. Oh, jeez. Come on. There's a chance I see them now. I'm not sure. I see one. I've got my side mirror in the way, unfortunately. But there's a yeah, I might be able to get it. If that's what it is. Here in Canada geese. Hold on a second, I'm not sure if I'm still pointing in the right direction. Maybe not, I might have moved things by accident. Oh yeah, I'm way off. Shoot. Way off again. Okay, I'm not doing this well. And I'm not even sure what we're looking at, to be honest with you. And I'm not even sure, yeah, like I said, I'm not even sure I'm looking at the right thing. And unfortunately, it's so bright, whatever it is, that, and maybe I have to get out of the car to see it. I'm not sure if that's the three planets or not. It's supposed to be that the three planets will be within, and I don't know what this translates into, you know. Oh, wait a minute, wait. Okay, I think I did see Saturn separate from this. I have a feeling we're just seeing Jupiter right now.
And Saturn might be right there also, but hard to see. So I'm not going to record just yet. But they're all supposed to be pretty close to each other. But not necessarily like right on top of each other. It's supposed to be like some bit of separation between the three planets. If I'm right. And this may not even be Jupiter, for all I know. All I do know is that it's the only celestial object I can see right now. And we may have to move a bit. Because it's moving within the sky, and we'll soon have it out of our view by the looks of things. Let me restart the car, back up a bit. Yeah, let's back up a bit. That helps temporarily. No, I do not currently see anything else up there with it. Oh, wait. Okay, maybe it's just too... Maybe things are a little too fuzzy, but I think to the left at this planet's 11 o'clock, there's a very faint so maybe as things get darker, I can make things darker, but I don't, but that, no, I can't. Actually, if I make things darker, actually, if I make things brighter, then everything gets too light and gets washed out. But I thought I might have seen something else there with it. Again, at the 11, just roughly 11 o'clock, maybe a slightly lighter spot. Can't, and there may, oh, you know what? We probably shouldn't be here because just below are those smokestacks, and I don't know if they're putting anything out, but they're probably not making things easier for us. If they are putting out any gases that are warm. I just don't know where else to go right now. No, we're gonna drive towards West Campus, see if maybe we can improve the view.
Let's see if we can improve the view. Maybe we can, maybe we can't. It'll get, even though it's only a few minutes away, it'll be darker by the time we get there. Still, I don't see anything else in the sky in terms of celestial bodies. I can't see it at all right now. There's a cloud. Oh, I do. Yeah, I do see it. I do see it. Can't turn here because there's a was hoping to turn right in there, and okay, well, at least it's high enough on the horizon that maybe we'll have a chance to see it from somewhere on West Campus, and hopefully not have any buildings or anything, you know, contributing to the air between us and it. Yes, I know that was close. Hopefully we can find a spot. Let me just see if I can. Naturally, all of a sudden there's a car behind us. Naturally, it's taking a left like we are. You know, I've tried to look at Mars on a number of occasions, and every time I do, I have a hard time with it. I don't know if I need better technique, better filters, or, you know, a filter of some sort. Quite honestly, I have different equipment that I probably should try, but I haven't. But anyway, Mars, I've always had a hard time. I think because it's, you know, when it's been within view and everything, it's been so bright that, you know, I haven't been able to cut down on some of like that, the fuzziness from such a bright object. But we've had, you know, decent looks, I feel, at Jupiter and at Saturn. And I'm just wondering if that sort of brightness issue is at work here a little bit. At least we're going to drive up here just to see if maybe things are in view here or maybe not. I suspect they will not be, because we've got the stadium structure in the way, and I don't see. We probably could have maybe stayed where we were and just waited a minute or two, or a few minutes, maybe. I can't see from here, or at least I don't, you know, maybe there are clouds in the way or something, but I can't see it from here. We're traveling east right now. We're going to eventually look to the southwest. Let's turn in here and see if we have a view by any chance. Yes, we do. Maybe not for long, but we do. Okay. One thing nice about when you're trying to look at planets or something like that, you know, you could maybe go to a location that's a little bit farther, and, you know, it really doesn't matter. It's not like you're really going much farther or anything.
couldn't get the cable connected here. All right. See, it's getting low on the horizon already. Just since I arrived here, it's dropped noticeably. There is a cloud there, and those branches don't help. We're going to move a little bit. There's also a street light that's going to be putting out some light. Maybe that might actually ruin our view just a bit. Again, we may not be able to do this. I don't know. You see, at 11 o'clock, there is a little bit of light there. So this is really overall less impressive than I had thought it would be, but of course those could just be some stars, maybe rather than a planet. Again, we may be looking at the wrong thing entirely. I don't know. It looks like a planet to me. I would have thought, if Saturn were there, I would have thought we would have seen it by now. So maybe I am looking at something wrong. It's not, it's almost definitely not a, not a star, for instance. It's too, shape is wrong and everything. Let's try a few things, see if we can. Well, this is not working out, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you what I was hoping to show you. Tree in the way is not helping, and neither is the cloud. Well, everybody, I think maybe we should call it a day. Hope you've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it. It's been fun. We've seen a few things here and there. But I'm not sure I can show you what I was hoping to show you. So, a little bit of a failure to see what I was hoping to see at the end. I think we're going to call it a night. Everybody, I hope you've enjoyed the day. It's been fun seeing things here and there. And I'm glad we saw what we were able to see here on the campus. And I'm hoping that you will all, hold on one second, all have a very good night and a very good week. And we will see you all next time. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.